Andrew, how you feeling?
I feel okay.
Yeah.
I
I,
spontaneously did a really
what?
weird haircut on myself last night.
Andrew, audio listeners, Andrew has buzzed sides of his head. Marvel fans, he's got the Hawkeye hair happening right now. I think it looks wonderful. Video listeners, you're loving his haircut. You're tapping away. You're on the keyboard. I've never seen a more handsome man. And he did it himself. I can't do anything myself.
I exclusively used to cut my hair on my own.
Really?
I had like a pair of legit clippers and stuff. I did that for like 10 years.
That is so impressive. Do you know what I do every time I go and get my hair cut, Andrew? This is how it goes every single time. You be the barber. I sit down in the chair.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Let me put the little caper on you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so what are we doing today?
You know what? Honestly, you're the professional. Do whatever you want.
Well, and then what's the follow-up question? I don't know.
They're quiet for about 2.5 seconds, and they go, well, do you have a rough idea? And I go, I don't know. I don't want anything crazy. I said, don't give me a mohawk, but just do whatever you think would look good. I said, just something like nice enough looking and traditional enough and whatever. I was like, you can buzz the sides off. You can not. You could do whatever. I'm just like, don't give me like a 80s character haircut. Like, don't get silly with it. But I was like, just do whatever you think would look good.
It's a really good mentality, I think, to have.
And they always do a good job, and they go, okay.
So, I think a good question to ask somebody because of its interpretation would filter out a personality type or something.
Interesting.
What do you want to do?
Whoa!
But just that. But
Are you serious?
Yeah, like imagine. Okay, walking in the restaurant, right? There's restaurant music playing. There's a crowd.
Oh wait, restaurant's music's playing?
Yeah, I'm imagining this is like a Roma cafe right next to Giselle's ice cream shop. So we're at a Roma, and we're waiting in line for our food. We get our food, sit down. Me and my date.
I actually just had a moment in my head to where I was like, where am I? What is happening right now?
Sorry. I break out the question of,
ooh,
what do you want to do?
Andrew, I want to shake your hand. That was so well done.
Yes, we're shaking hands like normal people. I say, what do you want to do? Here's the reason why that question is so powerful. This guy who made this up 10 minutes ago
needs it to be the most important
backing
thing.
it up as if he's written several articles on Medium.com about this.
Medium.com?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
Anyway, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
If that person were to immediately, in an unflinching manner, assume that you meant in their career, that's telling. Not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying you're talking about trying to line up values, trying to line up what that's something there.
The question is, what is a seemingly mundane question you can ask somebody that will tell you a lot about their personality? Asked by Familiar Streets. I have to credit the OP there. Do you want to hear what other people said? Is that interesting?
Oh, okay.
Did you just get disoriented?
Sorry, I got confused. I thought the whole thing was like this mind-blowing moment of
what?
The ultimate question that would give you insight into somebody is asking them, what's the ultimate question that gives them insight into somebody? Your question that you choose is the answer.
Well, wait, what? I got a little turnaround there. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure that made sense, and I just didn't catch on.
Inception here. What I just did above it. What is the actual Reddit post question?
Well, I just read it word for word.
One more time.
Okay. It's by user Familiar Streets asked, what is a seemingly mundane question you can ask someone that will tell you a lot about their personality?
Is that a question?
Yes.
Boom.
Andrew, that is so smart. I get it. That is so interesting.
Right?
You should be the president. What would you do if you won the lottery? That is a question that would tell you a lot about someone. Answer it, brother. What would you do if you won the lottery?
First of all,
what?
That's an awful question.
Well, no, it's not. I'm shaking my finger, audio listeners.
You can win the lottery and win like $100.
Okay.
And in that case, let's just say Pop-tarts galore, baby. And of course, I'd wait till they're on sale.
You could just
that way
do that
I could
tonight.
Strike in the most beneficial way for myself. We're going wildberry. We're going cherry. Okay.
Andrew,
we're thinking about going brown sugar, and then we're going, I had too many of those in kindergarten. We're putting it back on the shelf. $100 worth. That's like at least 15 boxes of Pop-tarts.
Favorite Pop-tart. I think I know this about you. You say my favorite. I'll say your favorite on the count of 3, and not 1, 2, 3 after, but on 3. You ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, cherry.
First of all, that made no sense.
Really?
Not after 3, but on 3. 1, 2, 3, and then you say it.
Oh, no.
You said cherry?
I thought yours would be cherry.
Oh, we're saying each other's.
Yes, each other's.
the most confusing thing that's happened in the last 28 years.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I don't even know what we're doing, and I don't know when we're saying it.
You have to say the name of my favorite Pop-Tart, and I have to say the name of your favorite Pop-Tart, even though everyone already knows my answer, on the count of 3, on the T of 3, and this time I'll do it correctly. Here we go.
Hold on a second. Let me think about this. I think in Washington you got maybe...
Don't say it. You have to say it on 3.
No, I'm trying to process it, though. I'm trying to think. Okay, all right, let's do it. I think this is inaccurate, but okay. I'm just for something to say, just so this can be over sooner than later.
If it's inaccurate, I'm gonna freak out. I'm warning you.
Well, I got it.
I'll quiet.
I think I know what it is. I just changed it.
Since everyone knows that my answer is literally already cherry for Andrew, I'll just quietly say it so his can be more prominent. 1, 2, 3.
Brown sugar.
Brother.
Don't say strawberry, because I just changed from strawberry to brown sugar.
Andrew, you are 100% accurate.
Cool.
It is brown sugar. My mother, who I friggin' love, I'm a mama's boy. Every Christmas, she would put brown sugar Pop-Tarts in our stockings, which seems like a weirdly intimate detail to share. She did that, and that's really
Wild
sweet.
berry, though, as well,
Yeah.
sometimes hits hard.
If I saw a box of wild berry Pop-Tarts on the edge of a cliff, I would go back about 200 yards, which is really far.
Yeah.
And I would run and I would kick them off the cliff as far as I could, and then I would hope that a bird would squawk them up and then eat them, and then I'd go, okay, at least they didn't go to waste. But I would kick them off the cliff.
There's something, though, I think it's more of a, it's a subtle subconscious thing, the nature of the nostalgic look of that Pop-Tart on a plate.
Yeah.
That makes me go, I want to consume this. But no, I think...
Oh, it looks iconic.
Cherry.
No argument there.
Cherry and... I think I tweeted about wild berry Pop-Tarts.
Well, and by the way, knowing me, if I did kick them off a cliff, if I was like on a camp out or something, and I did that weird specific action, we both know that at like 1:30 a.m. I'd be climbing down.
I can't wait to go camping with you, and like you kind of are like you're really prepared when it comes to sort of like the sleeping arrangements and the tents and everything. And I'm like, oh, I really appreciate the firewood, but of course, he kind of just like forgot like the fact that we need like a bunch of food, so you only got a couple things. And I was like, I kind of thought that might happen.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it, but I did get some snack stuff.
And I go, oh, well, what kind?
Because that's kind of in true kind of mother-like fashion. I go, nah, you're gonna get hungry, right? So then I get these snacks. And lo and behold, there's the wild berry, and you go, out of all the Pop-Tarts you could have got, I go, hey. That was for me. I know you don't like that. You're welcome to some, but of course, whatever. And then you get tired of eating the peanuts after a while, and then one night, surely enough, like I'm sleeping and like
you hear
another tent, but close enough to where I just hear like, and I'm like, what is that noise? And then I get up, and surely enough,
no. Oh, you get up.
It's not what you think. It's not what you think. And I go, oh, really? Looks like you got hungry. And it looks like you realized in that moment that wild berry Pop-Tarts aren't bad enough to
kick off a cliff. To kick off a cliff. Yeah, that would be you hearing the little crinkling of the silver, and then you'd go, Garrett, are you awake? And I'd go, I put on a voice. I go, yeah, I am now. What's up? And you go, I think there's like an animal going through our food. And I'd go, oh, yeah, I'll check.
Yeah.
And then you hear them get set down.
The idea of a raccoon with the raccoon hands like opening up a wild berry Pop-Tart and looking at it and go, shoot. The idea of vanilla ice cream and just like 4 different Pop-Tarts, like wild berry, cherry, strawberry. I'd make sure the Pop-Tarts all were like a little bit in sync, right?
This is the best idea you've ever had.
Blended it up. Listen.
Oh, and you're listening to NSYNC while you eat the NSYNC Pop-Tarts in the ice cream?
One time.
I literally have to call my mom, by the way, and be like, hey.
Garrett's mom is coming into town for a second because she's a flight attendant. She'll be over here for the night.
My mom is coming into town, yes, and I should call her because she said she was getting in at 7, but like me, she's not so good with times. Sorry about it, Mom. The thumbnail, calling my mommy.
Oh, you put it closer to the... There you go.
Hey, honey.
Hey, Mom, what's up?
Oh, nothing. We're just in the shuttle. I'm on my way to the hotel now.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't sure if you were in, and I wanted to say that I'm glad that you are, and I love you, and I'll see you in the not-too-distant future. Andrew and I are filming right now. Technically, you're on the podcast right now.
I'm on the podcast.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Just start saying the craziest stuff about you.
But I just wanted to let you know the status of what I am doing, but I'll wrap this up soon, okay?
Okay, love you.
All right, love you. See you.
I saw an alternative version of that in my head where she goes, oh, I'm on the podcast. Well, I bet your listeners would love to hear about this story from Garrett when he was in 4th grade. So, and you going,
Mom.
Bye, Mom.
Bye,
and then you hang up the
Mama.
phone.
Yeah.
Love you.
Hey, don't embarrass me, Mom. Sorry, that's my mommy.
Get away.
I'm so close to Andrew right
Back
now.
up at
Sorry,
least 2
that's my little mommy. She's wacky.
Gonna back up at least a foot and a half.
I love my mom so much. Pumpkin lasagna.
Oh, really?
And by the way, I think you're wonderful.
Thanks.
You're kind of bulletproof in my head. Pumpkin lasagna. I had a really nice pumpkin lasagna that was so good once.
Be honest, I didn't know that pumpkin lasagna was a thing. I didn't know that there were many versions of lasagna. I mean, sure, different recipes.
I mean,
you
okay,
put different
sure.
things.
Yes, of course, it was made from pumpkins. It was absolutely made from pumpkins. Okay. We were all in the restaurant, right? We were gathered around it. We were going, "What is this?"
Why right there was the idea of somebody busting in the door, calling your name, holding a piece of paper? Like, I don't know how to explain it. That would have made so much sense.
It was you. And I know exactly what they're talking about. And somehow you do too. You know exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, jigs up, guys. This was fun. Thank you.
Until next time, be sweet.
And we will. See you next week.